heavy music, whether it be heavy metal or hardcore or punk rock or whatever, rock and roll, high energy rock and roll, that kind of thing. There's definitely a therapeutic value behind that too for me. Just have a bunch of fun and make a bunch of noise and hang out with your friends and figure out a way to get back out there and take care of business. But it can be really enjoyable. So
what's the name of your band?
I have two different bands. I do vocals for a hardcore band called Seven Daggers, and then I play bass guitar for a high energy rock and roll band called Blood Moon Majesty.
Wow, cool.
So
nice.
Yeah, I stay busy with that.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow, that's great.
It's really fun. Yeah, so that's what I do, and then I get outdoors and camping and
enjoy the what Utah has to offer.
Yeah, living here is just, that's one thing. It's a joy and a nuisance. Everybody wants to live here now, because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I want them to come here because I want to build their yard, but at the same, sometimes when I'm driving to and from my projects, I think, do we have any more room for cars? I don't know if we do anymore.
Oh, the roads are so packed.
Because it's getting tough, but at the same time, I try to remember, hey, these people they want to live here, and they're hiring us to build their landscape projects. So I just keep my cool about it and try to have a good time. And
it's an awesome place to live. We got a lot of stuff just right on our fingertips.
Yeah,
got downtown life. You got the mountains, running distance of 5 national parks. So Utah's a very fun place to be.
Absolutely. This winter's been a little long, though, for me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do much winter sports.
Yeah.
But I'm from a business standpoint, I do Christmas lighting. I put up people's lights and take them down, and I've done that for 20 years, and we do a lot of homes, and we have a lot of clients. And some of the clients we've had for all those years, and I'm outliving some of them now. But, that's just the way it goes. But, it's just so many cool people, and to get to see them. And then, so I do that. But then, and then during the winter, like lately, I've just been doing designs and bids and meeting with people and talking about what we're going to do when the snow melts. Getting excited about it. So.
Hell, and then it freaking snows today.
Yeah,
well, and tomorrow possibly. It's stacking up in the mountains though, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah, we need it, but we've had enough. All right, 150% snowpack. We're good.
Yeah, last year I started working January 15th, doing some hardscaping, some pavers and some flagstone, getting some projects ready in that regard, doing some landscape carpentry and structures and things like that. So we started really early last year, so we were really spoiled. And then this year it's been, we've had more of a real winter.
It kind of ties into the whole population and everything too. With going out of control, we need the water for more houses and more yards. And
right,
they say it's like going to double. Population's going to double by 2050 or something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of landscaping. That's
I know.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of xeriscaping at that point.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah. So, do you do arborist work as well on top of?
For as far as my arborist certification, I just primarily focus on the design specification of what trees to use, and what varieties and species, and then installation, and then help the client to know a few things they can do to keep things healthy and keep things going along, so they can optimize their growth out of their plant material or things like that. So I do a little bit of tree removal, but not very much. So I don't do the climbing and all the stuff like that.
The bucket lease and all that business.
So cool. Who would be your preferred wholesaler? Like, who do you go to for most of that?
For most of my plant material, I'll go to I like Twin Pines Nursery in Sandy, and then I also like Progressive Plants. I live out by Progressive Plants out there west of West Jordan, and I like them a lot. There's some other really neat nurseries, though. One of my favorites, and it's more of a retail nursery, but it's called Westside Nursery. And if you're really looking for some special plants, that's a really good place to go, because they'll have a lot of specialty conifers that are hard to get.
Oh man,
and
very cool. We were just talking about specialty conifers a little while ago.
Yeah. Not to reveal my secrets.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Super cool.
Don't
Yeah.
Don't
Totally-
go to
totally
West
not.
Buy
Side.
them out.
Whatever you do, don't go there. It's too.
It's like you've got some pretty cool tree varieties in your yard, and
Yeah.
so that's really neat.
Yeah. I've got a ginkgo. I love the ginkgo trees. They're awesome.
Pretty cool.
I've got some mature trees too. That were have been there for years. Colorado spruce, a mugo pine that's turned into a tree, probably about 30 feet tall.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome. Beautiful tree.
That's cool.
It's just fun to try different things and see what works. But we do that in other people's yards too, though. A lot of the time, most of the clients that I work for will give me creative freedom to design and specify, and I just show them photos of some of the work I've done and just see how much take into consideration what they like to. They might say, "Hey, I really have to have a red bud tree, and it's got to be done. It's a must."
See, that's the hard thing that I've kind of like accepted in that I don't like to design what people want. That I want to design my own stuff.
Yeah.
Be like, you're gonna like it, or that's it. Sorry, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, there's a little finesse that happens with that, because sometimes a client will want a tree that's not a good idea, and you just kind of have to maybe know what good substitutes are. I'll use, like, say a client really wants some aspen trees, and I'll plant some aspen trees here
Exactly.
and there.
I was going to totally ask you about aspens.
Yeah, I will. I'll plant them a little bit, here and there, but a lot of time I'll just tell them, "Hey, why don't we go with some ginkgo trees in this area?"
Yeah, see, and it has that kind of same shape.
kind of a similar look and feel. It's kind
Bright
of got
yellow,
a similar feel.
bright yellow,
Yeah.
white bark. That's a
Yeah.
dang freaking. I never even thought about replacing,
Yeah.
mixing that up, but it gives you the same feel. Totally.
Yeah, so coming up with some substitutes so you can still keep them happy and give them that look and feel, but you're trying to do the right thing for them too, and for the neighbors too, because and the thing is, I mean, if you like aspen trees, you kind of have to love them, because you're gonna have a lot of them.
Yeah.
And your neighbors have to really like you a lot, because they're gonna have them too. So if you get along with them, maybe they won't complain. But once they start going under the fence and coming up in their yard, start coming over, "Hey, can you do something about these trees?"
Well, and if they put Roundup on those,
Yeah.
it'll absorb down through and then potentially kill out your mother tree.
And sometimes they'll do that on purpose.
That's
Yeah.
possible.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to do some weed control over here.
Exactly.
Do you have Instagram? Do you want to plug that, or
Yeah,
plug your
sure.
website and stuff like that?
Sure, I have a lot of my photos on. It's Anthony_E_Davis on Instagram. So if you want to check out some of my work and see some of the photos of some of the waterfalls we've built and things like that, it'll be there. So you can do that.
Cool. And then you got your business website.
Yeah.
People
It's
looking for landscapes.
Yeah, celestial-landscapes.com.
All right. Well, there we go.
So
Nice.
Thank you so much, Anthony.
Yeah.
Thank you for beautifying Utah for us.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I enjoy it. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. We'll see you next time.
Later.
See ya.
All right. There we go. That was episode number 62. The Anthony Davis. I think we're going to call that one Working Man's PhD. And it was really fun to have him come and sit down with us. So I want to thank him. I want to thank Brad for coming along and helping me out. Thank you, Podlings, for listening and finding us. We're growing every week. Every time we put out a new podcast, we're getting bigger and bigger. So thank you for listening, and check out our website, horrorcult.com, for all your horror cult needs. We do our live stream Wednesday on Facebook on our business page. So if you follow the business page and like it, we're stretching out our legs a little bit into the live stream space. So we're going to start doing YouTube live streams. We're going to start doing live podcasts. So we're going to come along for the ride for that. And then we have all of our social media links on our website. Go check those out, horrorcult.com. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Oh, Anthony_E_Davis. And like we were saying in the podcast, he does have two bands you can follow. Seven Daggers, he's the lead vocals for. And then Blood Moon Majesty. Go check those out. And then his landscape website is celestiallandscapes.com. So, hey, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Podlings. Way to hang in there for a long episode. So we'll see you next time. Plant on, Babylon.